Okay, this problem, the following data obtained from the following data obtain the regression equation x on y and regression equation y on x. We are supposed to get two regression equations. Now in the previous problems we were not only getting equation, but we were substituting the value of x and y to predict any other value. Okay, now here we are going to use the regression coefficients, that is nothing but byx and bxy. Okay, we are going to use regression coefficients and we will be solving the problem. Now for x on y, okay, for x on y, the regression equation is xy, bxy is equal to sigma xy by sigma y square. This is the formula. Okay, there is one more formula for this, that is nothing but correlation coefficient into standard deviation of x divided by standard deviation of y. Okay, so there are two equations, two formulas. First one is sigma xy by sigma y square. Second one is correlation coefficient into standard deviation of x and standard deviation of y. Okay, so here we are going to use the first formula, that is this one, sigma xy by sigma y square. Okay, so this will be for x on y. Now for y on x, the formula will be like this: byx is equal to sigma xy will remain same divided by sigma x square. Okay, so this will be the formula for y on x. So we are going to use this formula here. Okay, and then we will be trying to solve. Now we understood this is the regression coefficient. bxy is the regression coefficient. Okay, now if you see the regression equation, this is the regression coefficient, this is the regression equation. Now regression equation y on x, if you see, okay, you can rewrite it as x minus x bar is equal to bxy into y minus y bar. Okay, x minus x bar is equal to b into x bxy, this is the regression coefficient, and then y into y minus y bar. Now in the place of bxy, we are gonna substitute this formula. Okay, in the problem, in the place of bxy, we are gonna substitute this formula for y on x. For, sorry, this is x on y, right? So for okay, there's some confusion here. They have given both of it. So for x on y, this will be the formula. For y on x, you will consider this. Fine, let's go to the problem. Now if you see the problem, you understood the table calculations, right? So first you have to find the total. It can be asked for 6 marks. Sometimes it can be asked for 14 marks also. But don't skip this. If you do 2-3 problems, you will be able to understand. Okay, if they ask you to find the value of y and x, then it will be 14 marks question. Okay, now let's see the problem. You will understand it clearly. Now when it comes to the table format, okay, now table format, write down x, write down y. Okay, now we'll do one thing. I will solve this problem manually for you so that you will be able to understand it better. Fine, so give me a minute. Now this is the question. From the following data, obtain regression equation x on y and y on x. Okay, they have asked us to do both of it, x on y and y on x. Okay, wait a second. Yeah, Now let us form the table. Now in this table, we will be able to solve all that which is required for us. Okay. Firstly, write the heading for the table. Formulation of regression equations. Okay. Now we'll have a table. First we'll write what is x, y, and then we'll have to find the deviation for x, deviation for y, and then x square, y square, xy. Okay. So first we'll write what is x, what is y. So what is x that we have? 6, 4, 8, 10 and 2. And y 9, 8, 7, 5, 11. Okay, so this is what we have here. And this problem, since it doesn't talk anything else about how to find the regression equation here, we are going to solve it under actual mean, that is x bar and y bar. Okay, we are going to take actual means here, x bar and y bar, and we will be solving it. So let us find out the value of x bar and y bar. Okay, so how do we find the value of x bar and y bar? The formula is sigma x by n, and here sigma y by n. Okay, now come back, total these two and say me the values quickly. Total the value here. Total of x, how much do you get? 8, 20, 30. Yeah, you get 30 here. Okay, so this will be sigma x, which is 30. Now total y. 40. 40, y sigma y is 40. Okay, so we have got sigma x and sigma y. Now what is the total number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, n is equal to 5. Now let us find the actual mean. So sigma x is equal to 30, sigma y is equal to 40, n is 5, here also it is 5. So what is your x bar? X bar will be 5 ones are 5 6 are, so 6. X bar is 6 and y bar is 5 ones are 5 eights are 40. So y bar is 8. Understood till here? Yes or no? Okay. Now moving further, we will find the small x, that is nothing but deviation, which is x minus x bar. Okay. Now we know what is x bar already, that is 6. So here it is going to be x minus, it's going to be x minus 6. Okay. So if you see here, the value of x are given and we have to minus everything by 6. So 6 minus 6 is 0. 4 minus 6 is minus 2. 8 minus 6 is again minus 2. Sorry, plus 2. 8 minus 6 is plus 2. Then again 10 minus 6 is 4. 2 minus 6 is minus 4. Okay. Now total this. Total this and say me what is the value that you get? Sigma small x. What is the answer that you get? Sigma x. Total all of this. Quickly. 0. Sure. You have to solve it along with me. Only then you'll be able to understand. You'll get 0 here. Okay. Now let us find y minus y bar. Y bar is 8. Right. So you have the values of y here. Subtract all of these values with 8. So 9 minus 8 is 1. 8 minus 8 is 0. 7 minus 8 is minus 1. 5 minus 8 is minus 3. 11 minus 8 is 3. Again, what is the total that you get here? Sigma y. Again, you'll get 0. Okay. Now, next is x square. This is small x square. That is nothing but this one. You have to square all of these numbers. Okay. So, let us square. 0 square is 0. Minus 2 square is 4. 2 square is 4. 4 square is 16. Minus 4 square is 16. Now, find the total of this. Sigma x square. You have to find the total of that and say 40. Okay. 40. Next, y square. Y square is this one, small y. Okay. So 1 square is 1, 0 square is 0, 1 square is 1 again, minus 3 square is 9, 3 square is 9. Find the total of this. Sigma y square. $20. Okay. 20 is the answer. Next, xy. Xy is these two you have to multiply. Don't go to the data. So if when you multiply these two, 0 into 1 is 0. Minus 2 into 0 is also 0. Anything multiplied by 0 is 0. Next, 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. 4 into minus 3. 4 3s are 12. Minus sign will remain. Then again, 4 3s are minus 4 into 3. 4 3s are 12. Minus sign will remain. Okay. Now find the total of this. Sigma xy. How much do you get? You have minus sign, Rakshita. Be careful with that. You will get minus 26, not plus 26. Okay. When you have minus sign, you have to take that minus sign also. So this is your table calculations. Any doubts in the table calculation? Did you all understand table calculation? Okay. Now let us go to the equation part. Okay. Okay. First part is regression equation y on x. One side I will solve y on x. Another side I will solve x on y. There is no rule to solve like this only. You can solve one after the other also. I am solving it like this so that you will know the difference between the two. Okay. And it's also easy to remember when you compare both of them. Now listen. Now here the equation will be like this. Y minus y bar. See, first is y. So first I'll take y. Y minus y bar is equal to b yx. Everywhere y should come first. Okay. Into x minus x bar. This is the regression equation for y on x. First you have y, then b yx, and then only x will come. Okay. Now for the second one, that is x on y. First x should come. So x minus x bar is equal to b xy. Here first x should come into y minus y bar. Okay, so this is the regression equation for x on y. Now let us move on and solve. Now this equation you can also rewrite. Okay, this is one equation, this is one equation. You can also rewrite this part of the equation. Let us rewrite that again. Y minus y bar, I'll write it like this only. Instead of writing byx, we will write the coefficient. What is the coefficient? Sigma xy divided by sigma x square. This is the formula for yx, byx. I told you byx is the coefficient of regression, okay, for y on x, and bxy is the coefficient of regression for x on y. Okay, again if you see here, for y on x, y has come first. For x on y, x has come first. Okay, so that is why, and moreover, I don't know the value of byx directly. So that is why I am rewriting this equation in this format, so that I have the information of bxy and x square. Okay, so let us solve this. This will remain same. X minus x bar will remain as it is. Now on the other side, x minus x bar, in the place of bxy, I will write sigma xy by sigma y square into y minus y bar. Are you all able to follow? Are you able to understand the difference between the two now? Yes? Okay. Now let us put all the values that we have from the problem. Now we know what is y bar, right? Y minus y bar is 8. So y minus 8 is equal to sigma xy. What is sigma xy? Sigma xy is minus 26. X square is 40. Y square is 20. Okay. So sigma xy is minus 26 divided by x square is 40 into x minus x bar is 6. Okay, so whatever information I had in the problem, I have put it here. Now similarly on the other side, x minus x bar is 6, sigma xy is minus 26, sigma y square is 20, y minus y bar is 8. Okay, understood? Now let us simplify this. Now how do we simplify this? First, we will divide these two numbers. Okay, find the value of minus 26 by 40. So what you will have? Y minus 8 is equal to minus, when you divide 26 by 40, you get 0.65. And then you keep x minus 6 as it is. Similarly, on the other side, x minus 6 is equal to minus 26 by 20, you get minus 1.3 into y minus 8. Okay. Now, let us continue. Now, after that, okay, after this, next step is multiply this minus 0.65 with the expression x minus 6. Okay, so minus 0.65 into x minus 0.65 into minus 6. Okay, when you do this, what do you get? So y y minus 8 is equal to minus 0.65 into x, you will get minus 0.65x, and then minus 0.65 into minus 6, you will get plus 3.9. Well, how did I get plus? Because you have minus and minus. So minus into minus is plus. So that is why you get plus 3.9. Okay. Now on the other side also do the same thing. X minus 6 is equal to minus 1.3 into y is minus 1.3y. Minus 1.3 into minus 8 is plus 10.4. Okay. Any doubt still here? Did you all understand? Any doubt still here? Okay. Next. Now in the next step, we will take this minus 8 to the other side. Okay. And here we'll take this minus 6 to the other side. So what will happen? Y is equal to minus 0.65x plus 3.9 minus 8. If it is minus 8 here, if it comes to the other side, it will become plus. One side, if it is minus, it goes to the other side, it will become plus. So plus 8. Okay. Similarly, x is equal to minus 1.34, sorry, minus 1.3y plus, okay, that doesn't look like y. Y plus 10.4 minus 6 to the other side will become plus 6. Okay. Now, finally, we have the equation here. Okay, let us write here only. Y is equal to minus 0.65x plus 3.9 plus 8 will give me 11.9. Correct? So I have 11.9. And the other side, x is equal to minus 1.3y. 10.4 plus 6 will give me 16.4. Okay. Now, instead of writing the minus in the first place, I am just going to rewrite the equation like this. Y is equal to 11.9 minus 0.65x. I'm just taking that negative number, the expression to the end. So this will be my regression equation for y, and for x also I'm doing the same thing. 16.4, that is the positive number, will come first, minus 1.3y. Okay, so this is your regression equation for x on y and y on x. This is y on x and this is y on x and this is x on y. So this is how you find the regression equation. First of all, did you all understand until here? Any doubts in this problem? Everybody understood? It is very, very easy. The only thing you have to remember is this. This x on y and y on x. This part of x on y and y on x, and this formula of sigma xy and yx, this one. If you understand these two and if you remember them, that is more than enough. You'll be able to solve the problem. Okay. Now, if at all the problem gives you any value for x here. Now, let's say, for example, they have given the value of x here as 10. Okay. In this place of x, substitute 10, find the value of y. Suppose here they have given you the value of y. Let's say value of y is 20. Substitute in this place, find the value of x. That's all you will have to do. Understood? Okay, any part you want me to repeat it again, or can we go to the next problem? Now this problem, will you be able to solve it by yourself? You'll try this since you have understood the other one. Many of them have tried this problem also and you have got the answer. Good. Obtain the two regression equations from the following data when deviations are obtained from mean. Okay, this is very important to understand. When the deviations are obtained from mean, what they are trying to say is they have found out x bar and y bar. That's all. Okay, the deviations have already been found from x bar and y bar. So here they have directly given you the data and you just have to find the equation. Okay, so what is the difference is, if you compare this problem, you need not solve all this. Okay, they have given you the data from here. This data is being given to you. Okay, you only have to solve this part of the problem. That can be asked for 6 marks question. Okay, so here it's very, very easy, but you have to understand and read the question properly. So obtain the two regression equations from the following data when the deviations are obtained from mean. So what is the data given? N is equal to 20. So we know what is N. Then x bar is given, that is 4. Y bar is 2. Sigma x square is 1680. Sigma y square is 320. Sigma xy is 480. So they've given us maximum of all the equations. Now we just have to solve the equation with y on x and x on y. Okay, now like the previous one, let us solve it together. So firstly, for y on x. So for y on x, first you will have to go with y minus y bar is equal to byx. Again, y is first because it is y on x. And lastly, x minus x bar. Now for the other one, x on y. First you should have x minus x bar because x is first, is equal to bxy into y minus y bar. Now let us rewrite this. Y minus y bar is equal to, for yx, what is the formula? Sigma xy divided by sigma x square. And here again, x minus x bar. Okay. On the other side, x minus x bar is equal to, for bxy, it is sigma xy by sigma y square into y minus y bar. Now let us put the values. Y minus, what is the value of y bar? Y bar is 2. So y minus 2 is equal to sigma xy is 480 divided by x square is 1680 into x minus x bar is 4. Now on the other side, x minus x bar is 4. Sigma xy is 480 divided by sigma y square is 320 into y minus 2, which is y bar. Fine. Now next step, you will have to divide these two. 480 by 480 by 1680. If you divide, what do you get? You get 0.2857. And on the other side, 480 by 320, you get 1.5. Here, all the values are positive in nature. So you will have to consider plus only. Okay. Did you all understand? Any doubts till here? Any doubts still here? Okay. Now, after that, be careful. See, simultaneous equation, the questions will look similar, but you have to read the heading here. Only then you will be able to understand. So if we go back to the problem before, now if you see here, find the regression equation they have given. From the following data, find the regression equation they have given. Now here you can, if you have or if the question is given for 14 marks, let's say, now in that case you can go for simultaneous equation. There is no problem. Just that simultaneous equation will take a lot of time. That is why they came up with the regression equation through coefficients. Okay. In the examination, if at all they have given you the question for 6 marks, and see the timing. If you have enough time, solve it under coefficients. Sorry, simultaneous equation. If you don't have enough time, then go for this regression coefficient, where it is easy for you to get the equation and solve the answer. No matter how you solve, they will give you marks. Don't worry about that. I hope I have answered that question. Okay. Now let us complete this. So we were here, y minus 2 is equal to 0.2857 into x minus 4. Now here multiply this 0.2857 with x minus 4. So you get 0.2857x minus 1.1428. Okay. And in the next step, minus 2 will come to the other side. So it will become plus 2. So 0.2857x minus 1.1428 plus 2. So your final answer is going to be 0. Okay, they have, yeah, minus it is, right? So x, the equation has come to the first part. So it is minus 1.1428 plus 2. So that is why you get 0.8572, and this is taken to the second place. So first, always try to keep the constant in the first place and then take the variable in the second place. Similarly, on the other side, we were here, x minus 4 is equal to 1.5 into y minus 2. So multiply this. 1.5 into y is 1.5. 1.5 into minus 2 is minus 3. Now, next step, get this minus 4 to the other side. It will become plus 4. Now here,